Hello there, this is the Bible of Soccer, not soccer, and in this video we're going to talk about Mancini's Italy and about how beautiful this ball looks like. I remind you that I'm going here with no guidelines, no teleprompter, no master edition, recording everything from my cell phone, and I speak like this a little bit slow so I won't lose my train of thought. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this team that has reached the final match for the Euro 2020 or 2021, however you're gonna call it. And we're going to start with his goalkeeper, Donnarumma. Donnarumma has a particular way for goalkeeping where he uses like only one hand. Okay, it looks a little bit risky, but this is his play, his style playing for goalkeeping. Okay, I say sometimes that he has like a very hard, like a stone hand or something, because he really, this is the way he feels comfortable stopping the shoots that are with only one hand. So it's a little bit risky, right? Also, he stops a lot of, it's part of his style too, stopping some balls with some shoots with his legs and feet. Okay, of course all goalkeepers do this, but Donnarumma does it more than the usual goalkeeper because this is part of his style too. Okay, using his legs for certain type of shootout that is going against him or against his net. And another characteristic that identifies this goalkeeper is that most goalkeepers, they have either two of these ways of defending uncomfortable shoot, right? Which is number one, they either send everything to corner, or they either send everything far away or here in the front for some defenders. Sometimes some defenders are not there, but somebody from the rival team, right? Okay, but basically corner kick or rebound. But in the case, this is what usually most goalkeepers choose from. But in the case of Donnarumma, he make a decision on the spot. Okay, he tries to assess the situation, and he decides in the moment if he's going to do a corner kick or if he's going to do a rebound. This can be bad and this can be good. Again, everything about this goalkeeper looks risky, like on the limit, and it's true, he usually plays by the limit, but is a good goalkeeper. Okay, so time has proven that he does a good job most of the times. Okay, but what is the problem about this decision making at the spot? The problem is that his teammates, okay, the defense line, they don't know what's gonna happen. They don't know what to expect. Okay, so they really have to be on alert all the time, trying to check what's going to happen. Okay, sometimes it's better just to know before what the goalkeeper is gonna do, if it's gonna be a corner kick or if it's gonna be a rebound. Okay, but he does both, which that creates some uncertainty, right, about what's gonna happen. Okay, here we have Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo was in the beginning, he was a striker, okay, and then he tries like mostly every position on the field until he found out that he was good as a side back, In this case, right back is where he plays the best rather than here. Okay, so he has some dribbling skills. Okay, some dribbling skill because he started his career as a striker. He also has good goal scoring. Okay, besides being so far from the score net, he also have good center passes by air and good center passes by ground level. He also has good aerial game, head kick, head butt, and he has one of his main attributes is that he can steal the ball with possession. Okay, when some of the rivals come there, he's gonna try to steal the ball, but he's gonna keep it. He's gonna steal the ball with possession. He's not gonna try to send it to the throw in. He's not gonna try to send it over there to another teammate, or in some cases to another rival. No, he's not gonna try to do that. Okay, he has a very good skill on stealing the ball with possession, with keeping the ball immediately after he's stole it. Okay, then we have here Bonucci. Bonucci has a very good long pass to start an attack, and he also has a good sense of anticipation and good sense of location. He also have a good obstruction, okay, for somebody kicking from outside or trying to give a pass inside the box. He has a good obstruction skills because he can, as I mentioned, he has a kind of good sense of location and good sense of anticipation. Okay, he had good tackling too. And we have here Chiellini. Chiellini has he is like a traditional right old-fashioned defender, central back. Okay, he used the left foot a lot, and one of the, or I will say the main attribute from Chiellini is that he's very precise on reaching the ball from a rival, okay, and sending the ball away. And also because he's very physical, he also have another main attribute that he usually, when the rival comes, okay, with controlling the ball, he tries to place himself between the ball and the rival, okay, but he does it really fast, and because he's physical, he's able to do it, and then he can just take the push, okay, or protect the ball from the rival player from the other team trying to reach the ball from whichever side. Okay, so he has those two main attributes, and also he has a little bit of transportation with the ball. He's not really good using his foot or with dribbling or anything of that, just very short passes to give the ball to one of the teammates, okay, here, but he has good aerial game, for defending, and also for head kicking the ball to score some goals. Okay, that's Chiellini. Then we have here, we're gonna do it with Spinazzola. Okay, Spinazzola is injured right now, but we want this video to have this video for future reference. So we're gonna talk about the Spinazzola, how he plays, how he fits in the team, and then we're gonna talk about Emerson a little bit, which is probably gonna be the sub on the final match. Okay, Spinazzola he got a very bad injury, and he is gonna be out of this match and probably for some time after that. But he has a good stealing with possession as Di Lorenzo. He has a very good projection on offensive, and one of his characteristics is that sometimes he has like very strong sprint or very fast sprint to change his rhythm, change his pace, especially when he's controlling the ball. And he has some players or one player approaching to him, and he's coming here in normal pace, and then he's gonna do a quick sprint and very fast. He's gonna avoid them, then he's gonna continue. Okay, he can pass it and projecting himself for a secondary play over there. Okay, but he can also do all the job and reaching all the end there. Okay, he also has cross pass or center pass by ground level. He has a little bit of ball control, okay, where he can avoid also some players, not only by his speed but also by a little bit of ball control, not really dribbling but just ball control to avoid some rivals. He has long pass too, long pass. He has kicking from outside the box, okay, shooting to try to score. And we noticed that we have two players, okay, that has good long pass, and we have Di Lorenzo that he also has good center pass by air, so he has a little bit or some long pass too. Okay, and let's remember that typical goal from the Calcio League, Italian league, that typical goal where it's a long pass from the back to someone here, maybe one or two passes, and then score a goal. Even sometimes it's directly, it's just one long pass to a striker and then try to score a goal. That's a typical Calcio League goal that we can see almost every weekend when they're playing, right? It's at least there's gonna be like one of these goals when you watch the entire summary of the day or that weekend, the match day. Okay, so that's something that Italy has also in their national team. It's like a signature goal. Then we have here Jorginho. Jorginho has good pressure. He also have good ball stealing with possession. He's also does like interceptions, okay, like other members of the team here from the defending part. Okay, he's a defensive midfielder, and he also has a long pass and short pass, so he can also help with this kind of signature goal that we were talking about. Sometimes when he's helping from the back, he can do the same. Okay, and he is a penalty taker too. Okay, so I'm just gonna write there PT for penalty taker, just to have a visual later on about which player can take a penalty in this team. We have here Barella. Barella is a player that goes box to box. Okay, help defending and help scoring goals. He has a good vision for goal assistant or goal passing over there in the last quarter of the field. And he also has free kick, good free kick, another penalty taker. And in the defensive side, he has good pressure. Okay, he's not really a defensive midfielder, he's just a mixed midfielder or a neutral midfielder. That's how I call it, but he's not really a specialist in defending or a specialist in attacking. He's just have a little bit of both, but he is a lot of both. Okay, but he's not a specialist in either one. And also he has long distance or outside the box shoot to try to score. Then we have here Verratti. Okay, Verratti, but Verratti is more like in this team is like this position, like is the coach Mancini, sometimes he changes the names, sometimes it's Verratti, sometimes it's Locatelli. So this is one of the positions that I'm not sure if he really have a starter, but I think Verratti is the one that he's using the most. Okay, so Verratti has a good ball control, some dribbling, okay, a little bit of football or soccer creation there. He can avoid players from the rival team. He has a short pass, good short pass, okay, for when he's helping with the recovery here. He has a short pass to start getting out of there, and he also has short pass for assistance, okay, to do an assistance right there. And on the defensive side, he has recovering, okay, recovering ball from rival teams, and pressure. Then we have here Chiesa. Okay, Chiesa is a vertical player. Okay, he doesn't really go box to box like Barella, because Barella is placed in the middle, right? It's not so difficult for him. I mean, it's difficult, but it's not so difficult because he's placed in the middle. But for Chiesa, it will be so far away to go back to a box and then to recover his position. But he's very vertical. Okay, we already saw the other day in the match against Spain that sometimes he uses 4-4-2, and he places Chiesa over there because he's very vertical, so he can really help in the defending, and then he can really help here on the attacking. Okay, but he has a very powerful shooting, very powerful kick to score. He has a very good definition. He also has a quick reaction for definition. Okay, that means that if the ball is kind of around there, not so close to him, or in an uncomfortable position, he really have a quick reaction to get the ball and make a try. He also has good aerial game with head kick, okay, for goal. Okay, because he's very vertical and sometimes he's go back for like kind of far from his position. He also have good long pass, okay, and kicking from outside the box. Then we have here Immobile. Immobile is a player that sometimes he takes like a lot of time or a lot of movement or some movements just to get himself in a very good position so he can place the ball very far from the goalkeeper but still inside the net. Okay, sometimes he takes an extra time or an extra movement, okay, but something really short and quick to just try to make sure that he's going to score. Okay, but he also have a very good definition by first touch. First touch definition, which is basically just the opposite of what I just mentioned before, okay, because sometimes he wants to get himself comfortable to score, make sure he's gonna score, but sometimes he just has a good first touch definition. Depending of the situation, he's gonna make the decision, okay, if he's gonna assess if he has the time to place himself in a comfortable, more comfortable position, or if he's too tight there with so many defenders, he's just gonna do a first touch and he does it really in an effective way. He also has good head kick, aerial game for the goal, of course, aerial game, Chiesa 2 to come back to help in the corner kicks and free kicks and all of that, of course. Okay, and here we have here Insigne. Okay, I've been trying to put the red one everywhere in this team. So we have here Insigne. Insigne also have a good shooting from outside the box to try to score. Okay, he doesn't really have ball control or dribbling, but he has some transportation, okay, more than Chiellini. Okay, Chiellini probably is the one with the less of that attribute. Okay, but he has more like just transportation. He is not going to try to do the diagonal here like most of the players who plays in this kind of positions. Okay, but what he has is he can run fast with the ball in a straight direction, and as I mentioned, he has good shooting from outside the box. But he also has like good definition first touch. Okay, when let's say that the plane is coming, the organization is coming in from here or from here from another player that is not him, he has a very good first touch definition as well as Immobile. But one of the attributes that is very different from the rest of the, at least from the rest of the strikers here, is that he has defensive skills. Okay, a little bit like this player from Croatia, Mancini, that he used to have good defensive skills, The difference is that Mandzukic used to play here in the middle, so he could go and try to get the rivals either if they go this way or this way. In this case, okay, Insigne is here and he can only try to get this area, right? Really hard to get from there. Of course, they can rotate and then he can be able to reach whatever side the opposite team is trying to initiate the organization. Okay, but he is mainly there. Okay, so another thing that we have to mention is that Verratti, he likes to keep the ball for a long time. Okay, he has good ball control and some dribbling, and he's able to keep the ball for long periods. Okay, possession for long periods. And the other thing that we were missing, it was about Spinazzola. He has a very good long pass to change the attacking to the other side. Okay, but Spinazzola is injured, so he's gonna play probably. Emerson is gonna keep playing again as a starter. It's almost the same, but Emerson he doesn't have this change of sides. Okay, we noticed already in the previous match with Spain that we didn't see that. And also, if it's true that Emerson is also an offensive player, okay, Spinazzola is more offensive. Okay, Spinazzola goes all the way here and then he tries to get here, and Emerson, he is going to kind of has his limit there. Okay, because he worries about coming back and take his position again. Okay, but Spinazzola is faster, he goes all the way here and then he comes back. Okay, and now how this team plays, what is the system? Okay, so in the defensive side we see that Italy do a lot of high pressure. Okay, one player there and three players that are gonna be there. Okay, when the other team is trying to get out of there. Okay, so they do their pressure there. Sometimes, okay, they can take the ball and they can try to score. That's why they do it right there. So trying to look for a mistake or for a good ball stealing with advantage and try to have their chance to score. Okay, but let's say that the team just managed to get out of that pressure. Okay, once the rival team is able to get out of that high pressure, then they basically give away this area. Okay, they let the rival team just to go all the way there without doing anything to them. So this one comes back, this one is stay there. Of course, they're gonna be closer to the whatever is going on there. Okay, and then here it will start another pressure. Okay, where it's gonna be whatever player is closer to this rival and two midfielders that are going to pressure. So in this case, okay, he's gonna come here and these two are gonna pressure and this one is gonna pressure. And the same if it goes this way, this player is gonna go there and try to take the ball, and these two are going to go and do the pressure, and this can continue all the way here. Okay, they come, these two midfielders, they're gonna go all the way here, and these three I'm gonna keep the pressure, I'm gonna keep trying to take the ball. Okay. Okay, so the other thing that happens here is that we can see that they start forming groups of three. Okay, that it can be this other one here with another player. Okay, of course this can be full of players, but there are always going to be 3 players wherever they have the ball. Okay, if they manage to pass the ball successfully to another player, let's say inside the box, this one is going to be now with 3 players. This one of these midfielders are going to come here, and then now they're going to be 3 here, are going to be more. Okay, so they really don't have a rigid line of 4 on the back. They just have like a little groups. Sometimes one of these players, okay, come back and help too, and they make little groups where you cannot see like that rigid 4-line defensive that we can see on other teams. Sometimes even when the rest of the team comes to help, we see a lot that they all make a line. This is not the case for this Italy. Okay, they're just going to be pressuring by groups. Okay. Okay, so let's come back. And we're going to talk about the weak points for this team, and then we're going to talk about how they do attack. Okay, but first, because we're already talking about this defensive style, we're going to talk about what is the weak point for this team. Okay, so the weak point for this team is, let's say the attacking comes from here. Okay, this player has to come there to pressure. This player will come here to pressure. This player will come here to pressure. This player will take the position there in the middle. Okay. Okay. Let's say the attacking comes this way. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. This player is gonna come to pressure. Okay. This player is gonna come to pressure. This player is gonna come to pressure. Okay. Of course, I'm doing it too far. Okay. Let's make it more realistic. Right there. This player is going to take this position. These players are going to get ready for a counter attack. Okay. So, but what players are wasting or are using? Okay, because they're not wasting it. Okay, they're trying to win the game, of course. But what players are spending more energy? These 2 players. Okay, because this one goes there, but this is a really short distance. This is a short distance because this one is going to come here first, and he's going to be only like a second one there. Okay, but this guy, he has to come here for the first phase of the pressure, and then he's going to have to come back, and if he was left behind by the rival team, he's going to have to come here and do the second phase. Pressure. So these 2 players are going to be the ones spending all the energy, and they are not really, they are mixed midfielders, not attacking, not attacking, not defensive. They are mixed midfielders. Okay, so they really are not defensive midfielder. Only this one is a real defensive midfielders. And on top of that, they're getting tired. So this part here starts being the weak point for Italy, for this Italy. Okay, so if you are the rival team, you're gonna keep doing that, and this area here is going to start being the weak point, and you can start making organizations from there, and it's really going to hurt them. Okay, so that's one of the weak points that we have identified. We also need to identify a sequence. Okay, we have come out with different sequences for different teams. Okay, Italy, other teams, we have studied other teams for about 4 years in our Spanish speaking channel. Okay, Italy didn't go to the World Cup, so this is the first time actually that we are really taking a look of Italy's team. Okay, but as long as we watch them more and more, we are going to be able to find which sequence you have to do to really damage them and scoring against them. Okay, but how this team attacked? Okay, we have mostly vertical players, and also we have Mancini, that he has a vertical system for attacking. So basically this team always is going to attack where in the direction where I put in the arrows, and it's going to be iteration after iteration. So what he's going to do is he's going to start his attack in there, coming here, trying to do damage. Oh, I didn't do damage. Okay, coming here, trying to do damage. No, I didn't do it. Okay, now I'm gonna try here, very vertical, trying to do damage. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, now I'm gonna come here. Okay, I'm coming here, trying to do damage. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, so now vertical. Okay, another iteration after iteration. Okay, iteration after iteration. So basically he's attacking, he's going to be like this. Okay, and he's going to do iteration after iteration until they find a really weak point that they can exploit. They can exploit once or more than once. They can score one time, and then they're going to try to follow that pattern. Okay, the good thing about this system, this attacking system, and probably the reason why he's reaching the final, is because by using this system you don't need to really study the rival, because this system, even if you don't know the weak points of the rivals, sooner or later you're gonna find it, because you are just making iteration after iteration. Okay, let's say bad side of this is that because they don't do the diagonal, okay, they don't try the diagonal. There are some teams that the only way, or their main weak point, is doing the diagonal. Okay, so Italy can suffer to beat those teams. Okay, they might find the goal against those kind of teams just by match situations, okay, where the only opportunity and it was easy to go there, okay, they can find the goal. But if they don't know that they have to attack in this diagonal previous to the match, they're gonna keep trying this all the time, and it's gonna be very difficult for them to find the goal. They might find the goal, but they will find it by the difficult way. Okay, some teams that almost the only way to beat them is by doing this is, for example, Iceland from the last Euro Cup it was one of those teams, okay, that mainly the only way to beat them, it was by doing this trajectory, okay. And there are other teams that are the same. Of course, you can always win by imposing your style, okay, if your style is really strong, okay. But sometimes you find those teams that they don't really have very good players, but if tactically the only way to beat them is by something that you don't use, you may either lose or have a draw. Okay, that's why there are many surprises in the football, in the soccer sometimes. Okay, so that's basically how this Italy plays. If you like this video, you give me a thumbs up. You can share it so more people knows how this team plays. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you might do it now, so that way you won't miss my next video, or eventually a live stream video. And it says goodbye to you, the Bible of soccer, not soccer.